Why is he still at it?
I know. Making an update to Michael Jackson. Never thought
They
today would come.
let this place really go to shit, didn't they?
Well, I mean, after the event happened, everything kind of went to shit. There was really no coming back from that.
Got a point.
Oh God, everything's... No! Steve!
Steve, where'd you go? No! He died.
Oh God, there's employees littered everywhere. There's a little slab of cake left here, though. I just ate it. Oh, damn. Weather's pretty fucking bad out there right now.
Pretty,
It's fucking cobwebs.
can't even think of the word. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus
man.
Christ.
Is there any drinks left? Nope, there's cocaine though. I left all that behind.
There might still be some drinks in here. Oh yeah, there are. Here, I'll grab a Faygo, you grab a Mountain Dew. Got any food?
Spoiled.
Oh God. The food is definitely. Faygo seems fine.
Okay, well, let's boot up the old system and get this over with.
There you go. Yeah, if it even still works. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, well that... Oh God, well that was definitely bad.
Well, I guess the dew went bad. Whatever. Still tasted the same.
Oh, good God. Alright, well... Jesus Christ. This is so run down. I hope this works. We'll find out. I'm gonna wait for you to stop dying. There we go. Alright. We're gonna do Mark. Ready? 3, 2, 1, Mark.
Oh fuck, I wasn't even close. I totally blanked.
3, 2, 1, Mark.
Flag.
One more time. 3, 2, 1, Mark. Oh, that was good. Finally! You finally got the hang of it, Tyler. Alright, ready? Here we go.
Yep.
I can't believe we're getting back to this shit again. Let me check my notes real quick. Alright. Hello, and welcome back to the Michael Jackson mystery. Update video. Or update. Whatever the hell. I don't know if you're listening to this or watching this or what you're doing, but it's an update. And we have a couple things to talk about. Not that much. New updates on Michael Jackson as a whole, and I think that we've solved the mystery altogether. Or at least I have. We haven't talked to each other about it much. We've mentioned some of the things, but we haven't talked about it all that much. So
Kind of just put it off to the side recently.
right, we've been focusing on other things, but we decided we got enough information now that we could do an update video, and hopefully it'll be the final thing about Michael Jackson we will ever talk about. Hopefully he just disappears, but I don't know.
He seems to have been pretty tame recently, if not completely non-existent, so
Right,
I have faith that this will be the last time we touch on him.
right, exactly. Alright, so if you want to jump right in with what you know, and then I'll follow it up with what I know.
Well, so right at the tail end of this entire spurt he did with putting people in tons of group chats just to talk about Michael Jackson, big fun forever. Join back room, that sort of thing. He would add a bunch of random people into group chats. I think we talked about this in the last one.
We did.
It was right at the tail end of that. He put me specifically, not you, but me, in a group chat. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about he changed his name. Did we talk about he changed his name?
Did he change it on PlayStation as well?
He changed it on PlayStation.
Oh.
It is. He changed it completely. It's no longer Metal Hitman 615 or 619. It is. I don't even have him friended anymore. But I do have his name in some of the chats. I think he left at all the chats, so I'm going to the chats right now. Rarefield Ship 8. Rarefield Ship _8. That's what he did. He That's his new name, and the profile picture. Weird. That was back in February. Another one, Metal Hitman 61. That he did. There's another one called mostly Rarefield Ship 8 underscore Rarefield underscore Ship 8. There's also Metal Hitman 61, which is probably just another alt account of his. But the one that I wanted to touch on, he changed all of his names. He changed it completely. He changed it in all of his other stuff. But one that I wanted to touch on real quick, and he has tons of different pictures as well. And tons of different profile pictures as well. Like one of them is like the purple guy, except it's like demonic, more demonic sort of thing. Another one is Miles Morales Spider-Man. Another one is some other thing. But there's one group chat that I want to touch on. You're in it. He didn't even see 10, Noobmaster 70, TT Quickscope TW, and then he got added into this. And then he started talking. Basically, these are a bunch of weebs. And there's a bunch of other. He sent voice messages and stuff. This is the same sort of stuff. There's some images though that are on here. One of them is talking about this. Remember the 86-year-old badass grandma? She's now she's 88 and even more badass. And it's like she's wearing some skimpy outfit, weird looking shit. And then there was a pornographic guy with balls covering his balls. I had no words for that. I still don't have words for that. And the last message sent before people started leaving was "Join Baby to Me" from Cali Messi 10. He has left. Noobmaster has also left. TT Quickscope, you're still in it. There's a guy named Gay Luba 16. And Metal Hitman, the original Metal Hitman 615 count is in there as well. But since now that I've now touched on that, I'm going to leave that chat because I don't want to see those. I don't want to see those anymore.
I didn't even know that I was still part of that. I never saw these messages. I thought it was just you because I thought I left them forever ago. But I guess I'm gonna have to leave them too.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything that ever happened.
Was the original Metalhead Man 619 or 615?
615. Although the original is 619. Michael Jackson is 615.
Huh. Just jotting down some notes here.
Yeah, so basically, there was porn sent.
So,
that
who
wasn't
sent
directly.
it?
It was the Callum guys. It wasn't even Michael Jackson that did it. He just got invited into it randomly, and then just started doing his normal thing.
Where he just spams in the chat, join me, join me?
Yeah, and he sent voice messages.
Okay, so we still haven't found his Twitch that he said he was gonna make here. Let me try to look it up real quick because it would definitely be one of the few. It would be Metalhead Man Gamer. It would be Michael Jackson. You know, one of them things. So let me check that real quick. Let's try Twitch.tv. And do you have anything else, or was that all you really had? Let's try Michael Jackson.
That's pretty much all he has since left me alone. That was back in February, so it's been about a month at the time of recording this that he's stopped doing stuff. It's been about just under a month, which is a long period of time for him. Their chances are he could come back, but I doubt it.
Now, there is this one Twitch channel that I saved just in case because its name is Michael Jackson King Forever, and that does sound like our Michael Jackson. Like that does sound like something because he's typed that before in our chats and stuff. And so I have this one saved in here, but there's no videos, no content. Now I might have missed a stream, and it's taken those 2 weeks, and now they're gone. But as far as I understand, he hasn't uploaded on there. But getting to what else I've seen, I did catch him uploading on YouTube. a couple different things. One of them was like more of an update video, where he says he's back on YouTube. And then the other one was one of his live Michael Jackson concerts. And now, one of the weirder things about this whole thing is that he changed his channel name to Mind Your Own Business, No Name. That's what he changed it to.
What?
Now, conveniently, I just spelled business wrong. Conveniently, it happened almost immediately after we uploaded the first Michael Jackson mystery upload. So I think that he did watch it, which means he knows that we've done this. He knows that we have talked about him. He knows that we are theorizing about him. And I mean, that had to have been obvious from the beginning. I mean, like, there was that whole fake stream I did where I was, basically just interviewing him the whole time. But it also, another thing that I noticed, and I'll talk about his videos before I get to that, because the videos are kind of important. So there were two videos that were update videos. One of them was him saying, I'm back, hey guys, I'm back. And in the middle of it, and every so often, he would break into Michael Jackson, join me, Michael Jackson, October, join me, Michael Jackson. Join. No Rec Room. He didn't say anything about Rec Room, but he did say Big Fun. That was one of them, and it was just an update video. But the outbursts, the join me, they only happened like twice. No, the other video that was like an update video was just him outbursting the whole fucking time. There was nothing interesting in it. But, again, the first video, the actual update video, it seemed a lot more tame and not as insane as the other one, where he just, like, outburst the whole time. And in fact, like, he ended it with, like, a massive fucking smile. It was really creepy. I will say that.
Oh god, that does sound creepy. Just going back to what we did on the Discord. Continuing.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of like that, like classic Among Us meme smile. But it was very, very weird because out of nowhere, because for a while we were like, oh, he got banned from YouTube. We don't know why, but he did. But he didn't. He did not.
Now it's
he
just
came
more
back.
he more took himself off.
Right.
And then brought himself back. Maybe
right,
because
exactly.
It could have been. I assume it was some internal issue. Maybe he did get some copyright strikes or terminations, and he decided to just start from scratch. But we'll never know, honestly.
Now, again, he did also do another kind of video, which was his live performance. He seemed to have gone to some sort of karaoke, dressed like Michael Jackson, right? And you'll never believe it, but he was also singing Michael Jackson songs. But if you heard him sing them, you would have no idea that's what he was doing.
So he actually did it. He actually did the thing he had been promoting to do.
From what I understand, and the audience reaction, they know him, and he does this often. And I would like to point out another thing, is that his mom was actually the one who recorded him doing it. And you could hear his mom cheering in the background. Now, I wish these videos were still up, but they're not. The update videos, the live performance videos, they are gone. Almost immediately after we started uploading this Michael Jackson mystery stuff, and I commented on one of his videos saying, good job, keep up the good work, is when he changed it all, and he decided to change his name to Mind Your Own Business, No Name.
What I'm thinking at this point is he doesn't want anything more to do with us. He's just done with us. He's maybe finally put us behind. Because remember, in a lot of these group chats, he was promoting, he was talking about us specifically in many of the statements he was making. Maybe he's just done with us now. He's like, screw you, I'm done. Get out of my life. You know, maybe he finally came to terms and said, yeah, they don't want to be friends with me, so I don't want to be friends with them. Kind of thing.
Right.
And if that's the case, thank God. I do not want anything more to do with that guy.
Right. It's about time.
Or he's playing a game where he's trying to make us feel guilty and make us come back to him. And if so, he is failing horribly.
And here's my next point. The way that he was being treated at the bar where he was doing karaoke at, and like the way his mom like sounded when she cheered him on and stuff, and the way that he sounds and acts, I think that we're definitely throwing away the time traveler thing. He straight up told us no. He's not a reincarnation of Michael Jackson. He's not the Herobrine equivalent of Rec Room, which seems to be the only place that he really shows up. I think that he is just some kid who has like more of an autism, and I don't mean like Down syndrome and like that kind, because he looks normal, and you know, if he occasionally he acts normal, but then he'll have these outbursts. I think he might have something and Tourette's, and the Tourette's would explain the outbursts, and he may or may not also have like a multiple personality disorder, which would make sense as well to why he thinks he is Michael Jackson. But he definitely has some sort of mental disabilities. He's definitely got some sort of autism, because like the way they all treated him, they treated him like with like kind, quieter voices, except for like a woo, you rock. They were like, yay, good job, buddy, come on, woo. And you gotta remember, he lives in the UK, and people in the UK treat other people very differently than they do around here, and it is often a little bit meaner and a little bit more skeptical in the way they treat people. Like in Germany, for instance, they're like the complete rudest people you'll ever meet, and they have no sense of personal space. And UK is like the opposite. They're shy, they don't want anything to do with anybody, and they're quite rude to each other, and they're quieter about everything. They see someone looking at them from across the street, so they make themselves look bigger, and they do that thing where they kind of just like keep looking forward and just kind of ignore them instead of saying, hey, what's up, or hey, how's it going, or waving or anything like that. Like, you know, Americans, well, I mean, it's kind of different nowadays, but for the most part, we'll do the hey, how's it going, or hey, what's up, sort of thing.
What's up, how's it going? That's how I do it.
Right. And so I definitely think that in the end, he has some sort of autism. And now, one of his symptoms may or may not be sociopathic or psychopathic, in which case, you know, multiple personality disorder does tend to come with that a little bit. And I'm not qualified really to talk about this sort of stuff that much. I do know like the differences between sociopathic and psychopathic. I just can't. I don't know enough about Michael Jackson. Like he does seem very disconnected from reality in a sense, and like he also like doesn't seem to like care much about others or other people, other than like himself, or not even himself. Just this idea of him being Michael Jackson is really all he cares about. And so I think he does have some psychopathic, sociopathic tendencies, and maybe some multiple personality disorders, which is kind of freaky to think about. Like, we gotta watch out for this guy, because if we ever have a convention and he's there, if we ever had like a Pringleson and Company like actual convention, or we went to VidCon or whatever, and he's there, we'll know it immediately, because he'll be dressed like Michael Jackson more than like, you know, I mean, we know what he looks like and we know what he sounds like, but we gotta be careful because for all we know that he could be an obsessive person trying to get us to become his friends, and that is something that everybody should be worried about. And please do not interact with Michael Jackson. My first note in this book is Michael Jackson is a monster. Do not try to reason with him. And that is not because we're not. I mean, that's an older note. This is probably the first note that I made this book before we started, and then I forgot about it. I was gonna write notes the whole time, but it's now. It's not.
I'm not worried about him anymore. Honestly, if he doesn't want anything to do with us at all, he's not going to go out of his way to find us to say hi to anything. Like if that is the case, which it most likely is.
What I'm saying,
unless of course he tries to kill us.
Well, I mean, our first original theory is that he is a time-traveling psychopath who is actually the original Metalhead Man and is just going around killing people. That could not be any more obviously incorrect than ever. But really, like, what I'm trying to say here is don't egg him on because he will get mad. And, definitely if he has some psychopathic or sociopathic tendencies, and if he has either of those, if he's a psychopath or a sociopath, he will tend to be more aggressive. And now, again, I'm not really that qualified to talk about this. I have been a link before, and I have several friends that have autism, and one of my closest friends, Steven, from way back in the day, had some serious autism and some serious physical disabilities and mental disabilities. But he's still one of my best friends ever. And every time I see him, it's one giant bear hug. But I remember back in the day, we were playing outside, we were doing like some sort of Sonic role play, and I had this epic moment that played in slow motion in my head and plays in slow motion every time I look back at it, where I'm sprinting and I jump, and in my head it feels like I jumped fucking 4 foot in the air, and then I balled my hand into a fist and punched him straight in the face. And now when I say back in the day, I mean like I was in like first grade, so and we were just playing, and I didn't mean to hit him or break his glasses or anything like that, but he chased me around for the whole fucking recess after that, trying to kill me. But again, we're good friends now. I actually haven't talked to him in a while. I don't know where he's at right now, but like, it is definitely a thing that you can notice that people and kids with autism tend to get more angry and frustrated and flustered, and depending on what he has,
quicker mood changes, basically.
Right, exactly. Just like, so don't egg him on, please. We told you all there is to know, and hopefully there's no more.
Leave him alone unless he actually did do something.
Right. Well, don't even, like, we're not looking to cancel him on Twitter. I mean, like, who knows? He probably doesn't even have Twitter, but like, basically, let's end this chapter of podcast time, end this chapter of the Pringles and Jeff of the Mellows lore by saying he's just a normal person who may or may not have some mental disabilities, and that's all there is to it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if you have anything else to add, Tyler, but
I don't. I think we hit everything. I think this is a good end.
And I do want to add one more thing. If he does have some sort of mental disability, if he is like struggling with living and he's got some sort of depressions, I apologize for us calling him a like child molester. Well, we didn't actually like. I never really believed that, except for the first day that I heard it. But like, I like the whole reason I'm telling you guys not to mess with him is I don't want to make his life harder. If he has mental disabilities, it's hard enough as it is, and he'll never be able to have that regular perfect life that a lot of us have, and so if you're listening, Michael Jackson, let us know if you need any assistance, but please please don't spam us. Like, really, the whole reason we made this is because he freaked us the fuck out. And that does put a sour taste in my mouth thinking back on it. Especially if he's just trying to make friends. But I think we're gonna leave this one here. So anyway, we will see you later, probably in a podcast in this sort of format. Well, anyway, goodbye, my friends. And that's it, Tyler.
Well, the lights flickered for a minute. Oh yeah, because that's the only light source in this entire room now.
Everything, just torches.
Redstone torches, yeah. Wow.
Whew, good God. Definitely
Well,
can put a lid on this one.
I think we can officially say farewell to this place. It is in a state of disrepair. We've done what we needed to do.
Right. I think that it's safe to say that this series has come to a solid end.
I don't think we're coming back.
Let's close the doors so we don't let anything inside. Oh
fun,
God.
Fun.
Ooh. Anyway. Jesus. It's really pissing it out here, isn't it? Pissing it down. After the dark theme. I hope he's okay. I hope we don't fuck anything up. But anyway, I'll see you in the next podcast. Or whatever. Maybe we'll do some streams or whatever. See you later, Tyler.
Bye.
Metalhead 619. Michael Jackson. The master? Chats? What is the connection? Where are these villains coming from? These villains who ruin our things. Ruin my Minecraft series, my Ark series. They ruin live streams. Where do they come from? They can't just be trolls. There's no way. There's too much behind them. Chats just shows up and it's a private Ark world. I don't get it. I don't. Where are they coming from? The master coming and kidnapping up Suckanov. It doesn't make sense. Michael Jackson. The history is so rich and it connects to so much. Everyone has this connection to him. These fucking SCPs. They don't make sense. The connections. There has to be a connection between these three. There has to be a connection. There's no way there is not a connection. I mean, look at the facts. I mean, they can't just be regular people. There's no way. They can't be trolls. Wait. No. Who can be trusted? I need to know. Where does this story go? What's next? It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. It never will.